What's good, y'all? If y'all see me looking up and down, it's because I'm trying to do this whole Instagram thing while I do the Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter thing all at one time. And so like let me put it on do not disturb or silent or something because this one should be loud. I don't need it loud for no reason. Um there we go. Right there. So look, I don't know if y'all saw my post today. And it was a little on the random side, like where that come from. Well, I was asking, can earning money prevent you from making money, right? And so I was sitting there thinking because as you all know, I do this is what I do, but I also am still in the cybersecurity field, ethical hacking and doing stuff like that. And it pays pretty well. You know how like a lot of times people will have those like you see on like the not infomercials but like ads and stuff where people say, yeah, I quit my six-figure job so I can pursue my dream and this, that, and the other. And I was always like, oh, that's wild. Like, how you just want to leave money just to follow a dream and all that type of stuff. But I'm starting to feel that way just a little bit. Um, and so like, I just wanted to have a conversation. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, do y'all feel that you can actually uh like that you can not lose money but miss out on making money because you're so busy earning money? And I don't like to use the S word, slave. A lot of people talk about slavery when they talk about a job, you being a slave to a job. Like I don't approach it from that standpoint because if you're getting paid, to me, you're not a slave. You might be a servant, you might be tied to it, it may be rough, but I can't necessarily say you're a slave to a job. But like, what do y'all think? Like, have you ever gotten to the point or felt the point where your time could be more spent? And I do that because like I said, I'm doing audits. They pay pretty good rates, because of my experience and certifications and things of that nature. But when I sat there, most of the time when I'm doing them, I'm sitting there thinking about what I could be doing or what I want to do, or my mind's on my clients, or my mind's on my next offer, or just building businesses for people because that's what I do. And thank everybody who went and got the 7-day business plan. If you haven't, it is on Amazon, or you go to 7daybusinessplan.com and download it. And then of course you can also get the free ebook as well as the workbook that goes along with it if you get to page 9. But that being said, um, I figured I just had to have the conversation. And if anybody wants to chime in and say, hey, yeah, you're right. I do wish I could do what I wanted to do a little bit more. But, I was, reading some stuff and I figured I just talk about what I would recommend doing, if you have that feeling. Number one, I would say don't quit your job just yet. And like I mean, quiet as kept. I do want to kind of get out of the IT security, cyber risk field, though I do enjoy teaching people, how to become ethical hackers. And I even, like that part of the job, but it's not what fulfills me. But I would say, but I still have bills, I still have all of that type of stuff. So I would recommend to anybody, number one, create a formula that looks like what it is that where you need to be in order to walk away. That, hey, I'm gonna walk away from my job and walk away from this and that and the other. Make a formula that says, hey, I need to have twice as much as I pay in expenses, or I need to be making at least 75% part-time as I am on my full-time job. Because then when I switch my time over, because as they say, time is money. And once you switch your time over to 100%, and of course you can expect exponential growth. You don't want to just walk away. Like, I mean, some people do it because they have those kind of safety nets and savings and stuff like that. But you don't want to just walk away from what it is that you do, um, what it is that you do just to be like, hey, I'm gonna chase a dream. That's not often smart, but have a plan to do so. Make sure you can, pay the mortgage, pay the insurance, pay your car note, and all of that. But have your eye on that. That's where I am right now, where I'll never have to do another audit again. I'm grateful for the audits. They really are a money maker. But I know I could be making more if I focused more on this side of the business. Then I would say, find your niche, find that thing, that you'll be able to target all of your effort to. That you'll be able to just say, hey, look, from now on, I'm going to be pushing, I'm going to be going down this route. I'm not waiting for nothing or nobody to do this. And these are the people who I want to serve, and this is how I want to serve them. Those are the two things you want to always know: who you're going to serve and how you're going to serve them. So that marker right there, like I said, if I'm looking up and down, because I got my phone here and I have the computer screen here, and I'm trying to talk to everybody at once. But if you decide that you do want to walk away from it, also you want to make sure that make a big deal out of it. Don't do it quietly. Some people are like, well, I'm going to just tiptoe off. Nah, do not tiptoe off into the sunset. Be loud, be proud, be like, hey, y'all, I done quit my job. I will never do this again. And from this day forward, I'm going to be, and going back to your whole niche, I am going to be doing this for these people. Like, I'm going to be serving these people in this type of way. So that way, when you are out there and doing what you do, and serving who you serve, and you walk away from it, that you have, number one, support, because people actually do like to see people fulfilling their dreams. Of course, there'll be people who don't want, what people like to call haters or whatever. But for the most part, people have a desire to see people do what they do and do it well. So make that announcement, tell your people, tell everybody, hey, look, this is where I am, this is what I'm doing, and I invite you to be a part. Say, always feel free to invite them to be a part of what you're doing, right? And so then as you move forward with it, uh, refuse to quit. Like, that's one thing you have to do, that we all have to learn, because in the field of entrepreneurship, I study businesses, the foundings of businesses, where they started, how they move forward. Everybody has had that point where, it's just not working out. It doesn't feel like, the customers are there. It doesn't feel like you're getting the results that you want. You feel like you're putting in more effort than you're getting out. And I would encourage you, have that stick to itiveness. Like some people say, there is no plan B. Don't have a plan B. Make it like, look, this has to work, or what is it, get rich or die trying, as 50 said. But I'm not saying die trying, but don't have no reason to fall back and to quit. So because successful entrepreneurship, it requires creativity, it requires energy, it requires the drive to keep going, even when you fail. If you think about, and I'll probably go, turn this into some type of giveaway to talk to people. I mean, to people that actually have. But Bill Gates, I want for those of you who are like my generation, we got Windows when it first came out, right? And Windows was Windows 3.0. Let's not forget 1.0 and 2.0. They came out and nobody ever heard of them. They never heard of that joint. But when 3.0 came, it was at that tipping point. And I would also encourage you to begin to inundate yourself in your niche. Like I said, my niche is business. So all day long, I'm listening to ebooks, I'm reading, I'm listening to podcasts about business, so that I understand what makes businesses successful, what makes them fail, even what business trends are going on. Like, tomorrow I plan on talking about this looming recession that we got going on. And so, just really inundate yourself with the necessary information, so that you don't fall behind. You don't get to a place where things are passing you by. Not just life passing you by, but business passing you by. Be ahead of because that way you can be ahead of the trend. Like, there are things that are coming on the scene that most people be surprised about. But if you stay up on what you're doing, if you stay up on your industry, then you'll know exactly what it is. So what's good, B? Hey, what's up? You'll definitely be able to get to help whoever your clientele is, but most of all, you'll be able to help yourself, so that you aren't caught off guard or caught by surprise. One of the worst things you can do is be caught by surprise by something that happens in business. But going back to the original point, how many of you have felt or do feel that you earning money is stopping you from making money? Because mind you, there is a difference. When we talk about earning money, we're talking about doing something for someone and them giving you an agreed upon wage. You know, whether it's high, low, medium, whatever. It's like it's earning it. It's based upon an agreement that you have with them. It's not necessarily you creating on your own. It's not necessarily you building on your own. It can be a good thing. Like I said, you've seen countless stories about people who quit 6-figure jobs, 7-figure job. They were engineered doing this and they decided to join a multi-level marketing company. Or you see people who were working at 6-figure accounting firms and they decided to go start painting. I mean, people do that type of stuff. So what is it that drives that? Now, when we talk about making money, we talk about making money right now, let me hide that. That's when you're out there creating wealth. You're out there creating something that fulfills a need for someone, and you're deciding it. You decide how much you sell it for. You decide who you're marketing to. You make those decisions. Now, of course, you should make informed decisions based upon research and study, but it's really about what you're going to do. It's about who you decide to target and how you decide to target them. So, I just encourage everybody, make the decision, think about it. Are you spending more time earning money where you could be making money? And I'm just talking, I'm talking to myself as a friend of mine, she posts all the time. I'm talking to myself, but you can listen. But that's kind of what not where I am right now. Like where I'm trying to get and figure out on my own. What I'm saying? At what point do I say, you know what, I'll never earn another dollar from somebody else's project, or take a sub position, even if it does pay well, but knowing that if I do turn this down, if I turn down something that's paying $125, $150 an hour, that means that I need to make sure that those hours that I'm not working that I am very targeted in what I'm doing. I'm very targeted in, whether it be marketing, whether it be delivery, whether it be development, those type of things. And when you have that type of plan, you can feel good about walking away from whether it's a 9-to-5, whether it's contracts, all of those type of things, and really begin to make money. I know my man Charles Harris, he's often going live. Like he goes live and he often drops these little nuggets. But one thing you can tell about him is that brother right there, he's determined. He's focused. He's very focused on what he's doing and what he wants to do. And it's something that I really admire about him. And every time I see him go live, I'm like, dang, I need to go live more. I need to produce more content. So that's one of the things I'm even saying. I was like, I don't want a weekday to go by that I don't do something content producing, even if whether it be a conversation, whether it be some tips, tricks, when I'm talking about something that's going on in the business world that I feel will be beneficial to you, my audience, whatever it may be. So if you're on one of my lists, I just want you to know, plan to start getting a whole lot of content from me. I mean, a whole lot of content. I'm about to be an animal out there with that type of stuff, because I feel that it's necessary. I'm really looking forward to those of you who have signed up for some of my programs. It's a lot that's going to be going on this year. Join the group that we have right now for entrepreneurs. I'm live in there as well. But I have some really great things that are coming. If you want to go to Vegas with us, April the 17th through the 21st, we're having a retreat out there where you'll be able to really network with other business people who are doing some of the same things that you're doing, and going through some of the same things that you're going through. But that's about it. I don't have too much. Like I said, I'm going to be going live pretty often. It'll probably be on the random whenever I feel like I got something to say. So keep coming, checking back. Go to the YouTube page, like, subscribe, share. If you feel like any of this was valuable, I ask that you share it on your on your feed. Tag somebody in the comments, or just invite somebody to the group. Reach out, let me know what you think. I'm looking for some people. I want to start going live with folks who are in business, who want to promote their business, or even want to do a session, a live session where we talk about strategy. So I really want to begin to do some of that. So if that's something you're interested in, where we go online live, and we dig into what you're doing and see how you can grow, give you some positive exposure. And yeah, so that's about it. I don't really have much else to say right now, but if this was of any value to you, I ask that you go ahead and like I said, share, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'll let y'all later.